Very nice. So we have Lauren Mae here. She is a singer-songwriter from San Antonio and a part of Anomalous Sounds. So we're here to meet Lauren and see what she's all about. I'm going to ask her some fun questions today.
Yes, happy to be here. Thank you so much, Farah.
You're welcome. And don't mind my dog blocking the low fuzz pillow over here. I don't know what he's doing, but he's comfy.
Cozy.
He's cozy. He's joining in on our interview today. Okay, so my first question is, do you sing in the shower?
Yes, I do.
Do you have a specific song?
Not in particular. There's a couple songs that I'll jump back and forth between. I'm a big Paramore fan, so when I do sing in the shower, I'll go to them. There's a few songs like I think it's called Decode, and I Caught Myself. I really love those two songs. They're just like in loop in my head randomly. So like
that's wonderful.
Yeah.
I have music in my head all the time. Don't tell anybody.
Hey, well, we got something in common, so.
So it makes me good at this job, I think.
I love it.
What is your favorite song to perform?
My favorite song to perform? Oh, it's not even my own song, which makes me feel kind of like...
That's okay.
It's because I hope someday I could write a song that was as simple, but as in depth with emotion and so light with the character of it. It's Who Knows Who Cares by Local Natives. It's one of my all-time favorite songs. And I feel like even my performance of it can't compare to the live. Yeah, they have this live performance on YouTube that they're like walking around France singing it in like a mall, I think they end up in or something like that. And it is so good. It's just so good. That's what inspired me to start doing it live anyways. And it's literally just like the same two chords over and over again, but the song just like builds, it's amazing.
That's wonderful. I love it. It's inspiring. It sounds like I'm gonna have to look it up.
I'll have to send it to you. I'll send it to you after this.
Send it to me. I'll check it out. Now, talking about, do you play instruments, and which ones do you play?
Okay.
If you do.
Yes, I do play instruments. I know how to play guitar and I know how to play the ukulele. I can kind of make my way on piano if it's simple with chords, but I don't really know how to play, so I wouldn't say that, but it's right. Like I could if I needed to.
You had to, you could play the piano.
Yeah, but at the same time, like recently, I feel like I'm developing carpal tunnel, so I haven't been playing guitar as much. So when I do, it's not for extended periods of time. I usually just have been singing these days, so it's been fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's
lots of singing, just randomly throughout the day.
I love it. Yeah. May I ask you, how did you meet Lofuz? Because he's the creator of the cartoon we're going to discuss next.
Okay, yeah. So I met Lofuz, Mr. Aaron, at a gig back in 2019 that I was invited out to by a friend. It was a gig at the High Horse Lounge, and he was performing there, and I saw him performing, and then like I had stuck around for the whole event, and we ended up chatting, and I was like, you did like such a great performance up there, like that's amazing, like what have I been missing out on? I need to get out more type of feeling, because he's got a lot of talent and a lot of skill, and the fact that he also like scouts out other talent as well and is willing to invest into them, it's just amazing, so I wasn't expecting to meet him that night, but it was definitely a blessing that I did, because I feel like there's community. I feel like I'm kind of a hermit, but I still feel connected to the community because everybody's so open, and so willing to provide whatever they can to the project.
Oh yeah, I love it. I love it there in San Antonio. You guys do have a really good community. You guys support each other out at the gigs and stuff. I really love it there.
Oh yeah.
And I do know that, I've seen Lofuz perform maybe 4 times now, and man, he does know how to command a stage. He like, there ain't no doubt.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm a dancer, so I just dance the whole time.
He's definitely got the right music for that. That's for sure.
Yeah, he does. I love it. And then now he's doing the cartoon Jonathan and His Stories, which you are a part of, because that's what he does. He like takes the community of San Antonio, but artists that have inspired him. So you have inspired him for him to take you as a character. So tell me a little bit about your character with Jonathan and His Stories.
So my character is Dr. Evie, and I think that's not her full name. I should know her full name. It's Dr. Eve VELANS. That's her name.
VELANS. Oh.
Yeah, VELANS. And so I don't want to give too much away about the characters or anything.
Well, no, we can't do that.
It's very futuristic. It's very, I don't know. I love the sci-fi imagination that Lofaz has, because I feel like he takes it into a different space with his stories. And I really feel like he did that with this one. And when he told me kind of the flow of where it was going to go, I was like, you know, he gave me, I told you it was a 6-minute long recording, but like he blew me away in that 6 minutes. It's like, wow, like that's quite the story. So she's just this extremely badass character that, of course, doesn't take anything.
I love it.
So I really like that he wrote me into that in that way. I think it's inspiring to me.
I love it.
That's what I have to say about it. But I'm excited for y'all to see what he has in store too. It's going to be awesome.
I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see that one. I haven't seen that one yet. He hasn't made it yet fully, I don't think.
He's just released a little bit of a sneak peek, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's coming out soon. Wonder what date that is. I should know that. Darn it.
I think it's April 30th.
I think you're right. It is April 30th. Yes. Yes.
Excited.
All right. So let's see. You play Hold Steady. That's the song that I play, that I have from Anomalous Sounds.
Yes. Thank you so much for sharing that.
I love that song. I play it every single day, sometimes 2 to 3 times, just depending on the sets that I do, but I play it every day.
Oh, thank you so much.
I love it.
That's honestly one of my all-time favorite songs, just because how it connected me to myself, you know? So it was
I love that.
Personal favorite.
And that's part of it. Like, you can feel that connection when you're singing it. That's what makes it so fabulous. I love it.
I'm so happy to hear that. That's my goal, you know?
Absolutely. Now, what is the best advice that you've ever been given that you'd like to share with others?
Oh, the best advice I've ever been given.
I'm telling you, I have random questions.
Does it have to be like only one answer? Because I feel like, okay.
It can be however many answers you want.
Okay. So the first one that came to mind was be teachable. Like, just being willing, to understand that you don't always know what's best, and you don't always know, like, the world is always evolving, it's always changing, and you can always learn from every person you meet. It's just if you're willing to seek it, you know?
Yes.
And sometimes they're hard lessons, but that's where my next piece of advice would come in, and that's forgive others and forgive yourself. And I think that's really big, and I think that the last one would really be, like, personally for me, it's been like a surrender to God, you know, because I don't always know what to expect or where to go, but I feel like that's above all else, like, being teachable led me to that. Yes. And being able to forgive other people has allowed me to experience the amazing things of surrendering to God, you know? And it's been amazing. Like, it's been a lot of learning though. So that's why I said be teachable. Definitely
be teachable. And if you don't learn those life lessons, you'll get it again harder.
Oh, yes.
I'm in my 40s, so I can tell you that with truth.
Wow, yeah, I believe it, because I've been through stuff, girl. Like, I know.
Yes. So
I've repeated mistakes again and again, and I feel like I can't imagine as I go along, the more I'm gonna learn.
And they just get harder and harder. So just start learning quicker. That's all I can say to you as a youngster. Start learning quicker.
Will do. Yes, I got to.
All right. So if you could open up for any artist out there, who would it be?
Oh my. It would be Hayley Williams, without a doubt. I I adore her. I think she's an amazing artist, and she has such a way with not just lyrics, but I think she really revealed herself in her most recent release. I think it's called, because she had Petals for Armor. There was another release after that. But that one was so good. She produced it all by herself. And I think that's where she really revealed her ability to like create anything in any type of way. You know, it's called Flowers for Vases.
Flowers for Vases.
Yeah, it's so good.
I love it. I'm gonna have to look that one up too.
Yeah.
I'm learning. See, I'm learning from you. I'm teachable. Oh yeah, you got a puppy too.
I do. 1 sec. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's just a dog barking. It happens. This is real life. Y'all see Garrett? Garrett's crashed, y'all. That's my dog. Isn't he awesome? Let's see if he'll look at me. Garrett. Garrett. Oh, he's crashed. He ain't even going to open his eyes. Oh, she's back. There she is. There she is.
Because I think my roommate just got home, and my pup always freaks out when she gets home. I don't know what it is.
Somebody's walking in that door, and your pup is like, somebody is here.
Yeah, I think that's the German Shepherd in her.
Yes.
Like, who is it? Who is it?
Yes. I know that bark.
It's a gnarly bark for sure.
I have 3 dogs, so I understand. Don't worry. I have 2 in here right now.
Oh, really? What's the other one's name?
Her name's Chloe. She's 18, and she's a little white lap dog. She's so adorable. She's 18 years old. I've had her for 15 years. So
that is amazing.
She's still doing just fine. She's so cute.
Oh, I love it.
Oh.
I hope Luna lives that long.
Oh.
I know.
Luna.
I should let her out.
Oh, Luna.
I feel like she jumps all over my roommate, and I don't want
Yeah, this one does that for sure. Yeah.
I'm like, I'm sorry. She's only like 50 pounds.
It's funny because he jumps on certain people. Like certain people, he jumps on him, and certain people he doesn't. But man, he will take you down. He's like powerful when he comes at you with his front paws.
Yes, I believe it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's
They're
crazy.
muscular for sure.
All right, we're almost done. I got to ask you 2 more questions. You ready?
Yes.
What's next for you, Lauren? What are you doing next?
Okay, that's a good one. I like that. So I've been really trying to compile and refine a poetry composition.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm not sure where I want to take that, but I don't want it to be just a compilation of poetry. I want that to be just the start of it. So
right.
I don't know where I want to take it or what I want to do with it, but I think that there could be a lot more beyond just what I've written. So yeah, that's something that I've been trying to really get on, I should say. Because there's so many different things going on in life constantly, you know, and I have made a few steps towards that, you know, but I haven't really like full force gone at it. So, but it's because I also want to include some more current writings that I'm in the process of refining as well. So it takes some time, but that's something I want to do is, you know, my poetry. I feel like that's what led me to art in the first place, to be honest.
It calls you.
It does. It
really
does.
I love it. Yeah. Well, when you work on your poetry composition and you get it all together, be sure to send it in to KM420 Radio.
You know it, Fara.
All right. So anything else coming up next with you? Or is that the main thing you're focusing on? Well, besides, we know your cartoon's coming out April 30th, so we got that.
That's coming out. I'm excited for that, April 30th. That, ever since he put out that, just that preview of it, I was like, oh my gosh, that's like right around the corner, you know? So I've been excited for that. And I just really want to see too more about where that story, how they develop that story.
Yes.
That's going to be really exciting, especially with everything that he's kind of said about it. It's like he's just barely started to reveal with Jonathan and his stories, like
That's true.
What type of, writer he is, I should say, because he's definitely got a lot to give.
His brain's a little mind-blowing sometimes. I'm just like, where do you get all this?
For real.
For real. All right, so last question. Any shout-outs or supporters you want to talk about?
Oh, shout out, Mom.
Way to go, Mom.
No, yeah, I just want to say thank you to, I guess, every person that has been part of my, music journey, because I ran into somebody at an open mic years ago, and before that, I hadn't even wanted to really perform live. I was just a, to myself musician, but then I decided to take that risk, and someone pulled me out further, and that was Arturo Salas. He's the first one who ever said, hey, like, let's book a gig. And then after that, like, I got to know Michael Carrillo a little bit. Not really, but he would keep booking me, and I could see all the different types of people he was booking. And I'm like, okay, these are really supporters of the scene here in San Antonio. And then there was David Montero gave me a gig, and that's where I met Lofas. And so, like, it's just been a lot of different people along the way that have provided me the opportunity to play my music, and with Lofas, it's been like more than just play your music. He wants it to be a development of something more, and I think that's really awesome for him in particular, that he's doing that. I guess I don't really see anywhere else in San Antonio, but
no.
Yeah, I guess those are the people I want to shout out most, because they've given me the opportunities. Yeah, and also Alex Brinkley. I don't really know her that well. Yeah, I think what she's doing is awesome too. I see that she's trying to put gigs together and stuff, and I felt really bad because I couldn't make one that she had asked me to go to, and it's really just because of this whole carpal tunnel thing. I don't have enough time to practice in the first place, and then to make time, like, it hurts me on top of that, so I'm trying to figure out how to get back out there, but that's really something I want to do. So I'm just so grateful for everybody, every person in the community of the music scene in San Antonio that's willing to help everybody come together and really work towards that unity. I love it. I love to hear everybody's music. It's amazing what we have in San Antonio.
It really is. When you get back out there, let me know and I'll come see you. I can't wait to see you perform. So when you're ready.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to say bye to Lauren. That was Lauren Mae, and I'm Farah Hunter with KM420 Radio. And peace and love.
Peace and love, y'all.
Peace and love.
Good night or good morning.
Whatever it is.